If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. Carl Sagan. Our planet, Earth, is a miracle of cosmic evolution. A small blue orb, suspended in the vast emptiness of space, it is the only known harbor of life in the entire universe. From the vastness of its oceans to the mountains that pierce the sky, Earth is a complex and interconnected system that has been shaped by billions of years of transformation, both catastrophic and gentle. To understand it is to understand the balance of life itself. Earth's story begins some 4.5 billion years ago. At first, it was nothing but a ball of molten rock, endlessly bombarded by debris from the early solar system. Yet, even in this hostile beginning, Earth held within it the promise of life. Over time, the elements that would give rise to oceans and an atmosphere were delivered by comet impacts and volcanic eruptions, slowly giving birth to a world that could one day sustain something as fragile and precious as life. The first signs of life appeared over 3.5 billion years ago in the form of tiny microorganisms, thriving in Earth's primordial seas. It was these early forms of life that began the long process of transforming the planet. Over billions of years, they released oxygen through photosynthesis, gradually transforming the atmosphere into the breathable air that we rely on today. They were the architects of our biosphere, invisible, yet immensely powerful. Their existence laid the foundation for all complex life to follow. Life on Earth flourished, diversified, and adapted. From simple multicellular organisms to the first fish, plants, reptiles, and mammals, each era brought with it new wonders. The rise of dinosaurs gave way to creatures of unimaginable size, while the emergence of mammals eventually led to the appearance of hominids, our own distant ancestors. The history of life on this planet is not a steady march forward but a story marked by mass extinctions and resilience. Cataclysms such as asteroid impacts and volcanic eruptions wiped out entire species, only for new life forms to emerge and thrive in the changing conditions. Today, Earth is a vibrant mosaic of environments. From the freezing Arctic tundras to the sweltering rainforests near the equator, each ecosystem is a delicate balance of life and resources, each relying on countless intricate connections. Forests breathe life into the air, while oceans regulate the climate. Every plant, every animal, every microbe, they all play a role in sustaining this delicate harmony. Yet, the story of Earth has taken a new turn. In just a few thousand years, humanity has become one of the most transformative forces the planet has ever seen. We have harnessed energy, altered landscapes, and shaped ecosystems. We have expanded our reach far beyond our ancestors could ever imagine, but with this power comes responsibility. Understanding our place on this planet is not just an intellectual endeavor, it is a matter of survival. The choices we make today will determine whether Earth remains a home that can nurture life in all its diversity or whether we will become agents of its undoing. As we look at our world from space, a fragile blue marble set against the blackness of the cosmos, we are reminded of just how interconnected everything is. Earth is not merely our home, it is a living system, an intricate dance of biology, geology, chemistry, and physics, all working together to sustain life. It is a reminder of our deep connection to the universe, and of the need to cherish the only home we have. The future of Earth, and the legacy we leave behind, depends on our ability to honor this connection and act as stewards of our planet. Humanity's ingenuity has allowed us to uncover the secrets of the atom, harness the power of the sun, and map the very fabric of the cosmos. But this same ingenuity has also brought challenges: deforestation, pollution, climate change, and mass extinction. These issues are not isolated, they are woven into the same intricate web of life that sustains us. Despite the enormity of these challenges, there is hope. History has shown that humans are capable of great feats when faced with adversity. From the first controlled fire to the development of vaccines, we have consistently demonstrated our ability to innovate and adapt. Today, as we stand on the brink of the Anthropocene, a new epoch defined by human impact on the Earth, we are called to rise to another challenge, to live in harmony with the systems that support us. Science and technology offer powerful tools to guide us. Renewable energy, conservation efforts, and sustainable practices are no longer lofty ideals but urgent necessities. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have roles to play. Every action matters, from global treaties that protect biodiversity to the simple act of planting a tree. Together, these efforts can form a collective movement to heal our planet and secure its future. However, sustainability is not only about technology or policies, it is also a shift in perspective. We must move beyond seeing Earth as a resource to be exploited and recognize it as a partner in our existence. Indigenous cultures around the world have long understood this truth, viewing nature not as separate from humanity but as an extension of it. Their wisdom, combined with modern science, can guide us toward a more balanced way of living. The story of Earth is still being written, and we are its authors. In the grand scale of cosmic time, humanity's presence is but a fleeting moment. Yet, in this moment, we hold immense power. How we use it will define not just our future but the future of countless other species and the planet itself. Will we choose to nurture the fragile equilibrium that has allowed life to flourish, or will we let it slip away? As we ponder this choice, let us remember the image of Earth from space, a small, glowing orb of blue and green, alive with possibility. It is a reminder that we are not alone, that we are part of something vast and extraordinary. Earth is more than a home, it is a gift, a cradle of life in a universe that is, as far as we know, largely barren. Let us honor this gift with the care it deserves and ensure that generations to come will look upon this planet with wonder, gratitude, and a sense of belonging. The path ahead is uncertain, but it is also full of promise. Together, we can shape a future where humanity thrives in harmony with the natural world, where innovation serves not only our needs but the needs of the planet, and where the story of Earth becomes a testament to the resilience and wisdom of its most remarkable inhabitants. The choice is ours, and the time to act is now. To act is to embrace the profound responsibility of our moment in history. Each of us is a thread in the vast tapestry of Earth's story, connected to every other being through the shared breath of the atmosphere, the shared water of rivers and seas, and the shared soil beneath our feet. Recognizing this interconnectedness is the first step toward creating a sustainable future. Imagine a world where cities coexist with nature, where green rooftops and urban forests filter the air and regulate temperatures. Envision energy grids powered entirely by the sun, wind, and ocean currents, providing clean energy to billions without polluting the atmosphere. Picture a society where consumption is balanced with regeneration, where every product is designed to be reused, recycled, or safely returned to the earth. This is not an unreachable utopia, it is a vision that humanity is beginning to build. Across the globe, scientists, activists, and communities are coming together to pioneer solutions. Rewilding efforts are returning ecosystems to their natural state, reintroducing species that were once lost. Farmers are adopting regenerative agriculture to restore soil health and increase biodiversity. Engineers are developing technologies to capture carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and reverse some of the damage caused by industrialization. But change cannot be left to a few. It requires a cultural shift, a shared commitment to valuing the earth and its resources as finite and precious. It means rethinking the way we live, work, and consume. It means questioning the systems that prioritize short-term profits over long-term survival and demanding better from our leaders and ourselves. Education plays a pivotal role in this transformation. By teaching the next generation about the importance of environmental stewardship, we can instill a sense of wonder and responsibility that will drive action. Schools and communities can become hubs of innovation, demonstrating sustainable practices and inspiring others to follow suit. It is also crucial to recognize that the challenges we face are not distributed equally. The effects of climate change, pollution, and habitat loss are felt most acutely by the vulnerable, those who have contributed the least to the problem but bear the greatest burden. Climate justice is inseparable from environmental action. Addressing these inequities requires compassion, collaboration, and a commitment to uplifting those most affected. As individuals, our actions may seem small in the face of global challenges, but collective effort can create monumental change. Every decision, to reduce waste, conserve energy, support sustainable businesses, or advocate for environmental policies, adds to the momentum. Together, these choices form a wave of transformation that can reshape the future. Let us remember that Earth has endured far worse than humanity's brief impact. It has survived ice ages, asteroid collisions, and mass extinctions, emerging each time with renewed vitality. The question is not whether Earth will survive, it will. The question is whether we, as a species, will find our place within its enduring story, not as exploiters but as caretakers. In the distant future, when historians look back at this era, let them see a turning point, a time when humanity chose not to succumb to its worst impulses but to rise to its greatest potential. Let them see a generation that looked beyond immediate gain to embrace a vision of lasting harmony with the planet. The universe is vast, and life as we know it is extraordinarily rare. Earth is our sanctuary, a jewel in the cosmos, teeming with beauty and complexity. To protect it is to protect ourselves, our children, and the very essence of what makes life meaningful. The journey ahead will be challenging, but it is one worth taking. Together, let us forge a path that honors the Earth and secures its future, a path that ensures the story of our planet continues to inspire awe and wonder for countless generations to come. Let us be the stewards this miraculous world deserves. To be stewards of Earth means to embrace a new way of thinking, one that transcends borders, cultures, and ideologies. It means recognizing that we are not separate from nature but deeply embedded within it. Every action we take, no matter how small, ripples through the web of life, influencing ecosystems, species, and even the global climate. This profound interconnectedness is both a reminder of our power and a call to use it wisely. As we stand at this crossroads, we must acknowledge that we are living in a time of both great peril and great opportunity. The environmental crises we face, rising temperatures, melting ice caps, collapsing ecosystems, are symptoms of a deeper issue, a disconnection from the natural world. For centuries, humanity has pursued dominance over nature, driven by the belief that the Earth exists solely to serve our needs. This mindset has brought incredible advancements but also devastating consequences. Now, it is time to shift our perspective. To reconnect with nature is to rediscover our place within the grand story of life. It is to walk through a forest and feel the ancient wisdom of the trees, to stand at the edge of the ocean and marvel at its vastness, to gaze at the stars and remember that we are part of a universe far greater than ourselves. This sense of wonder can inspire us to protect what we love and to act with humility, knowing that we are but one species among millions. The road to a sustainable future will require collaboration on an unprecedented scale. Governments must enact policies that prioritize the health of the planet over short-term economic gains. Industries must embrace innovation, shifting to renewable energy, circular economies, and regenerative practices. Communities must come together to restore local ecosystems, protect wildlife, and reduce their ecological footprint. And individuals must take responsibility for their choices, from the food they eat to the energy they consume. While the challenges are immense, the solutions are within our grasp. Advances in renewable energy are making it possible to transition away from fossil fuels. Conservation efforts are showing that damaged ecosystems can recover when given the chance. Emerging technologies, such as artificial intelligence and biotechnology, hold the potential to solve problems that once seemed insurmountable. Yet, these tools are only as powerful as the intentions behind them. It is up to us to ensure they are used to heal the earth, not harm it further. Cultural transformation is just as important as technological progress. We must cultivate a global ethic of care and responsibility, celebrating the diversity of life in all its forms. Art, literature, and storytelling can play a vital role in this shift, reminding us of the beauty of the natural world and the urgency of protecting it. By inspiring hope and empathy, these creative expressions can galvanize action in ways that data and facts alone cannot. The story of Earth is still unfolding, and humanity has the unique privilege of shaping its next chapter. Let it be a chapter of renewal, where we learn to live in harmony with the planet that sustains us. Let it be a chapter where we listen to the voices of indigenous peoples, who have long understood the importance of balance and respect for the natural world. Let it be a chapter of innovation, where we harness the best of our knowledge and creativity to build a future that honors the past and protects the future. Imagine a world where rivers run clean, where forests once again stretch across the horizon, and where every species has a place to thrive. Imagine cities powered by the sun and wind, where green spaces flourish and communities are united by a shared purpose. This is not a dream, it is a vision of what is possible when we choose to act with wisdom and courage. The journey to this future will not be easy, but it is the journey that defines us. Let us walk this path together, guided by the understanding that Earth is not just our home, it is our responsibility, our legacy, and our hope. In the face of challenges, let us be bold. In the face of doubt, let us be steadfast. And in the face of uncertainty, let us remember that we are the guardians of a planet unlike any other. The time to act is now, and the future is ours to create. To create a future that honors Earth requires a profound shift in values, a reawakening of the reverence for life and the recognition of our shared destiny. This shift begins with the understanding that the planet is not an endless reservoir of resources but a living system with limits, rhythms, and needs of its own. By learning to live within these natural boundaries, we can transform not only the way we interact with the world but also the way we see ourselves. The story of Earth teaches us resilience. Over its 4.5 billion years, the planet has endured dramatic upheavals, supervolcanoes, ice ages, asteroid impacts, and the shifting of continents. Each time, life has found a way to adapt, evolve, and flourish in new forms. Humanity is now part of this story, and we have the ability to learn from the patterns of survival and renewal that nature has demonstrated time and again. One of the most critical lessons we can take from nature is the principle of balance. Ecosystems thrive when they are in equilibrium, when every species, from the smallest microbe to the largest predator, plays its role. When balance is disrupted, ecosystems falter, and life becomes vulnerable. Humanity has disrupted this balance on a global scale, but we also have the tools and knowledge to restore it. Through conservation, sustainable practices, and the protection of biodiversity, we can help ecosystems recover their harmony. At the heart of this effort is the need to address climate change. Rising global temperatures, driven by greenhouse gas emissions, threaten to destabilize the very systems that support life. The melting of polar ice caps, the acidification of oceans, the intensification of storms, these are not distant threats but present realities. Yet, solutions exist. Transitioning to renewable energy sources, reducing deforestation, and investing in technologies that capture and store carbon are all steps we can take. These actions require bold leadership and international cooperation, but they also depend on the choices each of us makes every day. Beyond mitigating damage, we must also embrace the concept of regeneration. This means not only preventing harm but actively restoring what has been lost. Reforestation projects, wetland restoration, and the reintroduction of endangered species are examples of how we can give back to the earth. Regeneration is about more than environmental repair, it is a philosophy of hope and renewal, a belief that we can heal the wounds of the past and build a future where humans and nature thrive together. Education is a cornerstone of this vision. Imagine a world where every child grows up understanding the delicate interplay of ecosystems, the value of biodiversity, and the importance of sustainability. Such knowledge would empower future generations to make informed decisions and to value the planet not as a commodity but as a community to which they belong. Schools, universities, and community programs must play a central role in fostering this awareness. Art and culture also have a vital role to play in inspiring change. Through music, painting, literature, and film, we can evoke the beauty and fragility of the natural world, stirring emotions and motivating action in ways that data and logic alone cannot. Stories of resilience, renewal, and coexistence can remind us of the deep bond we share with the earth and inspire us to honor it. Ultimately, the movement to protect the planet must be inclusive. It must recognize that environmental justice and social justice are intertwined. The most vulnerable populations, those who often contribute the least to environmental degradation, are also the most affected by its consequences. Climate action must therefore be equitable, addressing not only ecological issues but also the social and economic disparities that magnify them. As individuals, our power lies in our choices. Every decision, to conserve water, to reduce waste, to support sustainable businesses, or to engage in activism, contributes to the collective effort. While no single person can solve the world's problems, the combined impact of billions of people acting with intention and care is transformative. The story of Earth is not just a story of life, it is a story of potential. As the first species with the ability to shape the planet on a global scale, we have a unique responsibility. Let our legacy be one of renewal and stewardship, not destruction and regret. Let future generations look back and see this moment as a turning point, a time when humanity rose to its greatest challenge and chose to protect the home that gave it life. We are the keepers of a fragile world, a world that has given us everything we need to thrive. Now, it is our turn to give back. Together, we can write a new chapter in Earth's story, one of hope, harmony, and a future worth fighting for. The time to act is not tomorrow, or next year, or in the distant future. The time to act is now. Let us rise to the occasion and honor the miracle that is our shared home. This moment, this critical juncture in the story of Earth, is not just about survival, it's about transformation. It's about reimagining what it means to be human and redefining our relationship with the natural world. It's about moving beyond a mindset of exploitation and toward one of partnership, respect, and co-creation. Imagine a future where our cities are living ecosystems, where green walls and urban forests provide shade, absorb carbon dioxide, and host thriving communities of birds and insects. Picture a world where agriculture regenerates the soil rather than depleting it, where crops are grown in harmony with the land, and where technology enhances, rather than replaces, the wisdom of nature. Visualize oceans teeming with life once more, their depths protected from overfishing and pollution, their shores untouched by rising tides. Such a world is not beyond our reach. It begins with understanding that the solutions we need already exist. Renewable energy technologies, from solar and wind to geothermal and tidal, are more advanced than ever before. Circular economies, where waste is designed out of systems and resources are reused endlessly, offer a blueprint for sustainable industries. Nature-based solutions, like restoring mangroves to protect coastlines or planting forests to sequester carbon, are simple yet profound ways to heal the earth. But these solutions require more than technological or policy shifts. They demand a cultural awakening, a global recognition that we are all connected, not only to each other but to every living being. This interconnectedness is not just a poetic ideal, it is a scientific reality. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, they all come from the same intricate systems that sustain life on this planet. When we harm these systems, we harm ourselves. Our ancestors understood this connection intuitively. Indigenous cultures around the world have long practiced a way of life that honors the land, respects its limits, and cherishes its gifts. These traditions hold valuable lessons for modern society, reminding us that progress does not have to come at the expense of the natural world. By blending this ancient wisdom with contemporary knowledge, we can forge a path forward that is both innovative and grounded. The question we must ask ourselves is not whether we have the ability to change but whether we have the will. Can we set aside short-term thinking and embrace long-term vision? Can we prioritize the common good over individual gain? Can we see ourselves not as conquerors of nature but as its caretakers? The answer lies within us. Humanity has always risen to great challenges with courage and creativity. We have solved problems that once seemed insurmountable, from eradicating deadly diseases to exploring the farthest reaches of space. Now, the challenge is to turn that same ingenuity toward saving the only home we have ever known. It is not too late. Though the clock is ticking, the future remains unwritten. Every effort, no matter how small, contributes to the momentum of change. Every conversation about sustainability, every tree planted, every innovation that reduces waste or cuts emissions, it all matters. Together, these actions form a movement, a tide that can turn the course of history. And as we work to heal the earth, we may find that we are healing ourselves as well. By reconnecting with nature, we rediscover a sense of purpose and belonging. By protecting the planet, we protect the things that give life meaning: clean air, fresh water, the beauty of a forest, the song of a bird at dawn. These are not luxuries, they are necessities, reminders of what it means to be alive. The story of Earth is a story of resilience, beauty, and boundless possibility. Let us honor that story by writing its next chapter with care, wisdom, and hope. Let us commit to a vision of the future where humanity is not a destructive force but a creative one, where our presence on this planet enriches rather than diminishes it. The time has come for us to act, not out of fear, but out of love. Love for the earth, for its wonders, for the generations yet to come. Together, we can create a legacy of which we can all be proud, a legacy of renewal, stewardship, and harmony. This is our moment. Let us rise to it. Let us be the generation that chooses life, connection, and hope over apathy and despair. Let us prove that humanity, for all its flaws, is capable of greatness, not in dominating the world, but in cherishing it. Let us be remembered not as the ones who let the earth slip away but as the ones who stood together to save it. Let us imagine the future that could be, a world where the lessons of the past guide us to a more enlightened and harmonious existence. In this future, humanity thrives not by exploiting the earth but by living in balance with it, recognizing that prosperity is not measured by what we take but by what we give back. In this future, the air is clean, and the skies are once again vivid with stars, free from the haze of pollution. Rivers and lakes teem with life, their waters running clear and pure, sustaining ecosystems and communities alike. Vast forests stretch unbroken across continents, their canopies alive with the sounds of birds and the rustle of leaves. The oceans, their depths once plundered, are sanctuaries for marine life, and coral reefs, vibrant and resilient, flourish beneath the waves. Cities, once sprawling and wasteful, have become models of efficiency and sustainability. They are powered entirely by renewable energy, their buildings designed to be self-sufficient, generating their own electricity and recycling their own water. Urban landscapes are interwoven with green spaces, where biodiversity flourishes and people reconnect with nature. Vertical gardens climb skyscrapers, and community farms bring fresh, local produce to every neighborhood. Transportation systems are clean, fast, and accessible, reducing emissions and reconnecting people with their environment. Education in this future is transformative. Every child grows up with a deep understanding of ecological principles and a respect for the interconnectedness of life. They learn not only about the challenges humanity has overcome but also about the immense potential they hold to shape the world. Schools and universities are hubs of innovation, where ideas for a sustainable tomorrow are born and shared freely across the globe. Global cooperation is the foundation of this world. Nations, no longer divided by narrow interests, work together to address the shared challenges of climate change, resource scarcity, and environmental degradation. The Paris Agreement and similar initiatives are more than just words, they are living commitments, supported by actions that reflect a collective will to protect the planet for all its inhabitants. The wealthiest nations lead by example, investing in technologies and practices that lift up those most vulnerable to environmental change, ensuring that no one is left behind. The economy, too, has transformed. Gone are the days of endless consumption and waste. Instead, the global economy thrives on principles of regeneration and sustainability. Companies prioritize long-term well-being over short-term profits, creating products that are durable, reparable, and recyclable. Resources are cycled endlessly through systems designed to mimic nature's efficiency, where nothing is wasted, and everything has value. But beyond the tangible changes, clean energy, restored ecosystems, and sustainable economies, there is a deeper shift in humanity's collective consciousness. People everywhere have come to see themselves as part of a larger whole, connected not only to each other but to every living thing. This awareness fosters a profound sense of responsibility, not out of obligation, but out of love for the world and its wonders. Art, music, and storytelling continue to flourish, capturing the beauty of this new era and inspiring future generations to cherish what has been created. Monuments are built not to celebrate human dominance but to honor the resilience of the earth and the wisdom of those who work to protect it. Museums showcase not only the triumphs of the past but also the lessons learned from humanity's mistakes, ensuring they are never repeated. This is a world of hope, not because it is free from challenges but because it is filled with people who are willing to face those challenges together. It is a world where the values of care, compassion, and stewardship guide every decision, from the individual to the global scale. It is a world that understands that its strength lies not in competition but in collaboration. This future is not a fantasy, it is a choice. It is a vision that can become reality if we act with urgency, determination, and courage. The seeds of this transformation have already been planted in the actions of countless individuals and organizations around the world. They are the scientists working tirelessly to understand and mitigate climate change. They are the activists demanding accountability and justice. They are the educators inspiring the next generation. They are the everyday people making small changes in their lives, believing that their efforts matter. We stand at the threshold of this future, with the power to turn possibility into reality. The road ahead will not be easy, but it is a road worth traveling, for it leads to a world where humanity and nature thrive together. This is the legacy we can leave behind, a legacy not of destruction but of renewal. A legacy that will inspire those who come after us to continue the work of protecting and cherishing this extraordinary planet. For Earth is not just our home, it is our responsibility, our privilege, and our greatest treasure. The story of Earth is far from over. Let us write the next chapter with care, courage, and an unshakable belief in the power of human ingenuity and compassion. Together, we can ensure that this miraculous blue planet continues to shine as a beacon of life in the vast expanse of the cosmos. The choice is ours, and the time is now. Let us begin. Let us begin by realizing that every journey toward transformation starts with a single step. The future we dream of will not emerge overnight, but with each act of kindness to the earth, we move closer. Every tree planted, every conversation started, every policy changed is a piece of the puzzle that will build a brighter tomorrow. And as we embark on this journey, we must carry with us the knowledge that our actions ripple far beyond what we can see. The beauty of Earth's story lies in its endless potential for renewal. Life has persisted through unimaginable challenges, adapting and evolving to create the vibrant diversity we see today. In the same way, humanity has the capacity to adapt, to learn from its mistakes, and to innovate in the face of adversity. We have done it before. We can do it again. To bring this vision to life, we must foster a culture of collaboration and inclusivity. Every voice matters, every perspective counts. The wisdom of indigenous peoples, the expertise of scientists, the creativity of artists, and the passion of activists all contribute to the tapestry of solutions. No single individual or group can accomplish this alone. It is only through unity that we can tackle the interconnected challenges we face. Communication is key. We must tell the story of our planet in ways that resonate with all people, across all cultures and generations. This is a story not only of urgency but of hope, a story that reminds us of the beauty worth fighting for and the power we hold to protect it. Whether through documentaries, literature, social media, or conversations around the dinner table, we can inspire others to see the Earth not as a distant abstraction but as an intimate part of their lives. Education must remain a cornerstone of this movement. By empowering people with knowledge, we equip them to make informed choices and inspire change. Environmental education should be woven into every curriculum, teaching not just facts about the natural world but also the skills needed to live sustainably. Hands-on experiences, like planting gardens or restoring local ecosystems, can cultivate a lifelong connection to nature. In the realm of innovation, we must embrace bold thinking. Technologies like carbon capture, precision agriculture, and green infrastructure hold promise, but they must be implemented thoughtfully, with an eye toward equity and accessibility. Advances in artificial intelligence and data analysis can help us understand complex systems and predict the outcomes of our actions, allowing us to make smarter, more informed decisions. Policy and governance play a pivotal role. Governments must be held accountable for enacting and enforcing regulations that protect the environment. International cooperation is essential, as many of the challenges we face, rising sea levels, deforestation, and the loss of biodiversity, transcend borders. Treaties and agreements must be rooted in fairness, recognizing the differing capacities of nations to contribute to solutions while ensuring that no one is left behind. Business, too, must transform. Companies have the resources and influence to drive change on a massive scale, and many are beginning to rise to the challenge. By adopting sustainable practices, reducing waste, and prioritizing ethical supply chains, businesses can lead the way toward a circular economy. Consumers play a role as well, supporting companies that align with their values and holding those that don't accountable. As individuals, we are not powerless. Our daily choices, what we eat, what we buy, how we travel, may seem small, but collectively, they have a profound impact. Simple acts, like reducing single-use plastics, conserving energy, or choosing plant-based meals, are steps toward a more sustainable lifestyle. But individual actions must be coupled with advocacy. By raising our voices and demanding systemic change, we can push governments and corporations to act with the urgency that the moment requires. This journey is not without its challenges. There will be setbacks, resistance, and moments of doubt. But the history of humanity is a history of perseverance. We have overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable, not by turning away from difficulty but by facing it with courage and creativity. And so, as we move forward, let us carry with us a sense of wonder and gratitude. Let us remember the feeling of standing on a mountaintop, looking out over a world that is both vast and deeply personal. Let us recall the sound of waves crashing on a shore, the sight of a bird in flight, the warmth of the sun on our skin. These moments remind us of what is at stake and why it is worth protecting. The story of Earth is still being written, and we hold the pen. Let us write a story of hope and resilience, of humanity rising to its potential as stewards of this extraordinary planet. Let future generations look back and say, this was the moment they chose to act. This was the moment they turned the tide. Together, we can create a world where the air is clean, the water is pure, and the land is teeming with life. A world where humanity lives in harmony with nature, not at odds with it. A world where we remember that we are not separate from the earth but a part of its intricate, beautiful whole. This is our home. This is our responsibility. This is our legacy. Let us honor it. Let us protect it. Let us ensure that Earth's story continues to inspire wonder for millennia to come. As we move forward, let us remember that the Earth's story is not just about its landscapes, its oceans, or its skies, it is about us, too. It is a story of humanity's place within the vast, interconnected web of life. It is a story of our capacity for destruction but also of our unparalleled ability to create, nurture, and restore. The actions we take today are seeds planted for a future we may never fully see. Yet, like the roots of an ancient tree, these actions will spread, intertwining with those of others to build a foundation of resilience and hope. Every effort matters, no matter how small. For it is in the accumulation of small actions that great transformations are born. A world awakened. Imagine a world where people awaken each morning with a sense of purpose, not only for personal achievement but for contributing to something greater. Communities gather not just to solve problems but to celebrate progress, to share innovations, and to foster a culture of gratitude for the natural world. In this world, children grow up playing in forests and meadows, exploring vibrant coral reefs, and learning firsthand the importance of balance and respect for nature. They are taught not only to admire the wonders of the earth but also to care for them, understanding that their future depends on their stewardship. Adults, too, find meaning in their connection to the planet. Farmers embrace regenerative practices, replenishing the soil and restoring biodiversity. Engineers and architects design buildings and systems that harmonize with the environment, drawing inspiration from nature's elegant efficiency. Artists capture the beauty of this harmonious existence, reminding us of what is possible when humanity and nature thrive together. The role of humanity in Earth's story. At its core, this vision is about recognizing humanity's role as both a participant in and a protector of Earth's story. We are the only species, as far as we know, capable of understanding the full complexity of the world and acting with intention to preserve it. This knowledge comes with a profound responsibility, to act not out of fear, but out of love, for the Earth, for future generations, and for the incredible diversity of life that shares this planet with us. Our role is not to dominate or control but to collaborate with the natural systems that sustain us. This means embracing humility, understanding that we are but one part of a much larger whole. It also means embracing hope, believing that the best days of humanity and the Earth can still lie ahead. Challenges as opportunities. The challenges we face are daunting, but they are also opportunities to redefine what it means to be human. Climate change, biodiversity loss, and environmental degradation are not just threats, they are calls to action, chances for us to rise to the occasion and show what we are capable of when united by a common purpose. Every problem we solve brings us closer to a more just, equitable, and sustainable world. Every innovation, every policy change, every restored ecosystem is a testament to our ability to adapt and thrive. And with each success, we build momentum, inspiring others to join in and amplifying the impact of our efforts. The legacy we leave. In the distant future, when historians and storytellers recount this era, let them see it as a turning point, a time when humanity awakened to its responsibility and rose to meet the challenge. Let them tell the story of a generation that refused to give up, that chose hope over despair, and that worked tirelessly to ensure the Earth remained a haven for life. Let them speak of a world transformed, not by technology alone, but by a shift in values, a rekindling of the connection between humanity and the natural world. Let them marvel at the forests regrown, the species saved, the communities united by a shared purpose. The time is now. We do not have to wait for some distant future to begin this transformation. The time to act is now. Each of us holds a piece of the solution, and together, we have the power to change the course of history. Let us embrace this moment with courage and determination, knowing that the choices we make today will echo through the ages. Let us remember that we are writing Earth's story, not just for ourselves, but for every living thing that calls this planet home. Let us write it with wisdom, compassion, and a deep respect for the miracle of life. For the Earth is not just our home, it is a gift, a privilege, and a profound responsibility. Let us honor it with every step we take, and let us ensure that its story continues to inspire awe, wonder, and hope for generations to come. As we move deeper into this collective effort, the realization dawns that our work is not merely about preservation but about creating a thriving planet, a place where both nature and humanity flourish in harmony. The next chapter in Earth's story is one that holds the potential for a new kind of existence, where innovation, compassion, and wisdom lead us to an era of unprecedented possibility. A planet reimagined. Picture a world where humans live not as adversaries of nature but as integral participants in its rhythms. This reimagined Earth is alive with collaboration, between people and ecosystems, technology and tradition, progress and preservation. It is a world where each person understands their unique role in sustaining life, yet works in concert with others to amplify the impact. In this future, wilderness areas are no longer fragmented by human activity. They stretch freely across continents, allowing animals to migrate and ecosystems to adapt to a changing climate. Urban centers evolve into green hubs, where architecture mimics natural forms and materials are sourced sustainably. Rooftop gardens and vertical farms provide food, reducing the need for expansive agricultural land and restoring balance to the environment. Oceans, once exploited and polluted, are vibrant again. Marine sanctuaries protect coral reefs, fisheries are managed responsibly, and advanced technologies clean up plastics and pollutants. Coastal communities no longer fear rising seas, celebrate them, having built resilient shorelines that integrate with tidal ecosystems, supporting both human life and marine biodiversity. This is a world where the energy that powers our homes and cities comes directly from the sun, the wind, and the earth beneath our feet. Fossil fuels are relics of the past, replaced by decentralized grids that ensure access to clean energy for everyone, regardless of location or income. Transportation systems are entirely carbon neutral, relying on electric vehicles, high-speed rail, and innovative solutions that prioritize efficiency and accessibility. A culture of connection. At the heart of this future is a profound cultural shift. The people of this world are connected, not just through technology, but through a shared understanding of their dependence on one another and the planet. Education, art, and storytelling play a central role in maintaining this connection. Schools teach ecological literacy alongside traditional subjects, helping children grow into adults who value and protect the natural world. Art flourishes, capturing the beauty of this harmonious existence and reminding humanity of the wonders that surround them. Festivals celebrate the changing seasons, bringing communities together to honor the cycles of nature and their role within them. Music, literature, and film continue to explore humanity's relationship with the earth, inspiring generations to nurture what they have inherited. Equity and justice at the core. This vision of the future is not just environmentally sustainable, it is socially just. The burdens of climate change and ecological degradation, once borne disproportionately by vulnerable populations, have been lifted through global cooperation and equitable policies. Marginalized communities, empowered and resourced, lead the way in creating solutions that reflect their unique knowledge and needs. International solidarity ensures that no nation is left behind in the pursuit of sustainability. Wealthier countries take responsibility for their historical contributions to environmental harm, supporting less developed regions with funding, technology, and expertise. This global partnership strengthens bonds between nations, fostering peace and shared purpose. The legacy of action. As this reimagined Earth unfolds, humanity's role in its story becomes clear: we are caretakers, innovators, and collaborators. The legacy we leave is one of resilience and creativity, a testament to the power of collective action and the enduring beauty of life. Future generations will inherit a planet brimming with possibility. They will walk through thriving forests, swim in pristine oceans, and marvel at the night sky, unpolluted by artificial light. They will study this era as a pivotal moment, a time when humanity chose not only to save the Earth but to help it thrive. They will see that we were not defined by the mistakes of the past but by our courage to change. They will understand that while the challenges were great, the human spirit was greater still. And they will live in a world that reflects the best of what we can be: curious, compassionate, and committed to a shared destiny. The story continues. The work of protecting and nurturing the Earth will never be finished, but that is its beauty. It is a story that continues with each new generation, each new idea, each new act of care. It is a story that transcends borders, species, and time, reminding us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. As we take our place in this story, let us do so with hope and determination. Let us remember that the Earth's future is not written in stone but shaped by our choices. And let us act with the conviction that together, we can ensure this miraculous planet remains a home for all life, a place of wonder, abundance, and endless possibility. The time is now. The path is before us. Let us walk it with open hearts and unwavering purpose. The Earth is calling, and we must answer, not just for ourselves, but for every living thing, for the generations to come, and for the story that is yet to be told. As we continue forward, let us embrace the realization that our relationship with Earth is not a mere obligation but a profound privilege. To be alive in this moment, to have the opportunity to shape the planet's destiny, is a responsibility that transcends time. It is a calling to rise above our limitations, to dream boldly, and to act decisively. The harmony of coexistence. Imagine standing in a world where the balance between humanity and nature has been restored. Rivers flow freely, no longer obstructed or polluted, their waters clear and teeming with life. Wetlands and mangroves serve as natural buffers against storms, their ecosystems thriving with birds, fish, and plants. The air, once heavy with smog and toxins, carries the scent of rain and the freshness of forests. In this future, every decision is made with an awareness of its impact. Cities are planned not to conquer the land but to coexist with it, designed with green corridors that connect urban environments to natural habitats. Public spaces are not just parks but living ecosystems, offering sanctuary to wildlife and humans alike. Neighborhoods thrive on renewable energy, community gardens, and shared resources, fostering a sense of unity and purpose. Farms are no longer places of extraction but centers of regeneration. Crops are grown in ways that replenish the soil, capture carbon, and support local biodiversity. Farmers work hand in hand with scientists and indigenous leaders, combining cutting-edge technology with ancient wisdom to ensure the health of the land for generations to come. Reconnection and reverence. At the heart of this transformation is a profound reconnection to the Earth. In this reimagined future, humans no longer see themselves as separate from nature but as a vital part of it. This shift in perspective brings a deep sense of reverence, a gratitude for the gifts the earth provides and a recognition of the delicate balance that sustains life. This reverence is reflected in every aspect of life. Daily rituals celebrate the rising of the sun, the cycles of the moon, and the changing of the seasons. Festivals mark the blooming of flowers, the migration of animals, and the harvest of crops, reminding people of their intimate connection to the rhythms of nature. This cultural renaissance fuels creativity, inspiring art, music, and storytelling that celebrate the beauty of the world and the power of human ingenuity to protect it. Empowerment through education. A cornerstone of this future is education, not just in schools, but throughout communities and across generations. Children learn not only to solve math equations and write essays but also to grow food, conserve water, and understand ecosystems. They study the interdependence of life on Earth, gaining the knowledge and skills to live sustainably and responsibly. Adults, too, are part of this learning process. Workshops, online courses, and local initiatives empower people to adopt sustainable practices, from composting and renewable energy to wildlife restoration and advocacy. Communities share knowledge freely, understanding that collective wisdom is their greatest strength. Global unity, local action. This world is not built on the shoulders of a few, but by the efforts of all. Governments, businesses, and individuals work together, each playing their part in creating a sustainable future. International agreements go beyond rhetoric, ensuring accountability and fairness. Wealthier nations invest in clean energy and conservation projects in developing regions, recognizing their shared responsibility for the planet's well-being. At the same time, local action flourishes. Communities take ownership of their environments, planting trees, restoring habitats, and protecting endangered species. Grassroots movements empower individuals to make changes in their own backyards, demonstrating that even small actions can have a ripple effect. A future worth fighting for. The challenges ahead remain immense, but this vision of the future is a reminder of what is possible when humanity unites with purpose and determination. Every step toward this world is a testament to our resilience and our ability to rise above division and despair. Let this vision inspire us to keep moving forward, even when the road is difficult. Let it remind us that the earth is worth fighting for, not just because it sustains us, but because it is a source of endless wonder, beauty, and possibility. The endless journey. The journey to protect and restore the earth will never truly end, and that is its greatest gift. Each generation will inherit the responsibility to continue this work, to innovate, and to deepen humanity's connection to the planet. This ongoing effort ensures that we remain humble, curious, and committed to the well-being of all life. The story of Earth is vast and timeless, and we are but a chapter in its epic tale. Yet, within this chapter lies the power to shape the course of history. Let us make it a story of redemption, resilience, and hope. Let us prove that humanity, with all its flaws, is capable of greatness, not in its ability to dominate but in its capacity to care. This is our moment. Let us seize it with all the courage, creativity, and compassion we can muster. Let us act not out of fear but out of love, for the earth, for each other, and for the generations yet to come. The earth is calling. Let us answer, together. A vision carried forward. As we listen to Earth's call and answer with purpose, let us remember that this journey is not one of perfection but of progress. Every step we take, no matter how small, moves us closer to a future where life on this planet thrives. The path ahead will be shaped by challenges, yet it is in overcoming these challenges that humanity will discover its greatest strengths. A planetary perspective. From space, Earth appears as a delicate sphere, shimmering with the blues of its oceans, the greens and browns of its continents, and the whites of its clouds. This perspective reminds us of both the planet's fragility and its resilience. It is a living world, a masterpiece of cosmic evolution, capable of recovering from immense upheaval, if given the chance. The planetary perspective also reminds us of our shared home. Borders and divisions fade away when seen from this vantage point. What remains is the undeniable truth that we are one species, bound together by the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the soil that nourishes us. Recognizing this unity is the foundation for building a future that honors the interconnectedness of all life. Living in harmony. In this future we strive for, harmony is not an abstract ideal but a lived reality. Humanity no longer views growth and sustainability as opposing forces but understands that true progress comes from aligning our ambitions with the rhythms of nature. Economic systems are built to prioritize well-being over endless consumption, rewarding practices that restore rather than deplete. In such a world, technology serves as an ally of nature. Renewable energy systems power every corner of the globe, from bustling cities to remote villages. Advanced materials science ensures that products are designed to be reused, repaired, and recycled, eliminating waste. Artificial intelligence and big data help us monitor ecosystems in real time, enabling rapid responses to environmental changes and ensuring that human activity remains within planetary boundaries. A celebration of biodiversity. This vision is not just about human survival, it is about celebrating and protecting the incredible diversity of life that shares this planet with us. Forests echo with the calls of birds and the rustle of animals moving through the underbrush. Rivers teem with fish, their waters clear and cool. Grasslands stretch toward the horizon, alive with the movements of grazing herds and hunting predators. Conservation efforts go beyond preserving what remains, they aim to restore what has been lost. Species once on the brink of extinction are given a second chance through rewilding projects and habitat restoration. Humanity learns not only to coexist with wildlife but to actively support the ecosystems that sustain them. The role of the individual. Each person has a part to play in this grand endeavor. Whether by reducing waste, conserving energy, or participating in local restoration projects, individuals contribute to the collective effort. But the role of the individual extends beyond personal action, it includes inspiring and empowering others, fostering a culture of care, and advocating for policies that reflect our shared values. Communities become catalysts for change, pooling their resources and creativity to address local challenges. From urban gardens that provide fresh produce to shared renewable energy projects, these grassroots initiatives demonstrate that solutions often begin at home. Passing the torch. The legacy of this movement will not be measured in years or decades but in generations. The choices we make today will shape the opportunities available to those who come after us. Let us imagine the children of the future walking through forests we have replanted, swimming in oceans we have cleaned, and marveling at the stars under skies we have cleared. Let them inherit not just a planet that sustains life but one that inspires awe and wonder. Education is key to ensuring this legacy. By teaching future generations the importance of sustainability, we empower them to continue the work we have begun. Let them understand the value of the Earth's resources, the beauty of its ecosystems, and the responsibility that comes with being part of a global community. The unfinished story. The story of Earth is one of constant change and adaptation. Humanity's chapter in this story is still being written, and its outcome is not yet determined. We have the power to choose how this chapter ends. Will it be a story of destruction and regret, or one of redemption and renewal? Let us choose renewal. Let us be the generation that turned the tide, that looked beyond its immediate needs to embrace a vision of the future. Let us leave behind a world that is not just livable but vibrant, a testament to the resilience of nature and the ingenuity of humanity. The call to action. Now is the time to act. The challenges we face are immense, but so is our capacity to overcome them. Together, we can create a future where humanity and nature thrive in harmony, where the Earth story continues to inspire, and where our legacy is one of hope, courage, and care. Let us rise to this moment. Let us honor the gift of this planet, protect its wonders, and ensure that its beauty endures for generations to come. The Earth is calling. Let us answer, not with words, but with action. Let us begin today. A future rooted in action. As we embark on this journey of renewal, it is essential to recognize that the seeds of transformation are already within our grasp. Across the world, individuals, communities, and nations are planting those seeds, figuratively and literally. By nurturing these efforts and encouraging others to join, we can cultivate a future where hope becomes reality. The power of collective action. The greatest strength of humanity lies in its ability to collaborate, to share knowledge, and to build on each other's efforts. History has shown that when we come together, we can overcome challenges that once seemed insurmountable. The abolition of slavery, the defeat of deadly diseases, and the exploration of space all stand as testaments to what we can achieve when we act as one. The fight for the future of Earth requires this same spirit of unity. It requires partnerships that span sectors, scientists working with farmers, activists collaborating with corporations, educators inspiring policymakers. It requires nations setting aside their differences to tackle the shared threats of climate change, deforestation, and pollution. And it requires each of us to see ourselves not as isolated individuals but as interconnected members of a global community. Leading by example. Leadership at every level is crucial. Governments must enact bold policies to reduce emissions, protect biodiversity, and invest in sustainable infrastructure. Businesses must prioritize environmental and social responsibility, recognizing that long-term success depends on the health of the planet. Communities must take ownership of their local environments, finding creative solutions to the challenges they face. And individuals must lead in their own lives, showing that change is possible through everyday choices. Whether it's reducing energy use, supporting ethical brands, or advocating for environmental justice, these actions create ripples that inspire others to follow suit. Innovation for a sustainable tomorrow. Technology and innovation are powerful tools in this movement. Already, we are seeing breakthroughs that promise to reshape our relationship with the planet. Renewable energy is becoming cheaper and more accessible, allowing communities to move away from fossil fuels. Advances in agricultural technology are helping farmers grow more food with fewer resources. Innovations in recycling and materials science are reducing waste and closing the loop on resource use. Yet, technology alone is not enough. It must be guided by wisdom and ethics, ensuring that its benefits are distributed fairly and its unintended consequences are minimized. The integration of innovation with traditional knowledge, particularly from indigenous cultures, offers a path forward that respects both progress and heritage. A planet restored. Imagine a restored planet, not one struggling to recover from humanity's impact, but one thriving as a result of our care. Picture the return of species that had once vanished, their habitats rewilded and protected. Envision coral reefs alive with color, forests that stretch unbroken across the horizon, and skies filled with migratory birds on their ancient journeys. This restored planet is not just about the environment, it is about people, too. It is about creating communities where clean air, fresh water, and healthy food are not privileges but rights. It is about ensuring that everyone, regardless of where they live, has the opportunity to thrive. And it is about fostering a sense of connection to the natural world that brings joy, purpose, and meaning to our lives. The moral imperative. The work ahead is not just a practical necessity, it is a moral imperative. To care for the earth is to care for each other, for future generations, and for the countless species with whom we share this home. It is an act of love, rooted in the understanding that life itself is a gift worth protecting. When faced with the magnitude of the challenges before us, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. But history reminds us that great change often begins with small acts. A single voice can spark a movement. A single act of kindness can inspire others. A single step can start a journey. The endless possibility. The story of Earth is far from over, and its next chapter is ours to write. It is a story of resilience, renewal, and the boundless potential of life. Let it be a story that reflects the best of who we are, a story of courage, creativity, and compassion. As we move forward, let us hold on to the vision of what is possible. Let us be driven not by fear of what we might lose but by hope for what we can create. Let us remember that while the challenges are great, the rewards are even greater, a thriving planet, a united humanity, and a legacy that will inspire for generations to come. Answering the call. The Earth is calling, and it is calling to each of us. It is calling us to protect, to restore, and to reimagine. It is calling us to act, not tomorrow, not someday, but today. This is our moment, our opportunity, and our responsibility. Together, let us rise to the occasion. Let us be the stewards this planet deserves. Let us create a world that honors the beauty, complexity, and interconnectedness of life. And let us ensure that the story of Earth continues to be a story of wonder, possibility, and hope. The time is now. Let us begin. The path forward. As we set out to shape this future, we must understand that the journey will be marked by milestones, each a testament to the progress we make. These milestones may not always be grand or immediately visible. They might be quiet moments of renewal, a polluted river running clean again, a species recovering from the brink of extinction, a community transitioning to sustainable practices. Each success, no matter how small, is a step closer to the world we envision. Building resilience. The challenges we face are complex, but resilience is built through preparation, adaptation, and perseverance. Climate change, biodiversity loss, and resource depletion demand solutions that are as dynamic as the problems themselves. This requires investments in research and technology, the adoption of sustainable systems, and, most importantly, a mindset that embraces change. Communities around the world are already leading the way, demonstrating that resilience is possible. Coastal regions are fortifying themselves against rising seas with innovative solutions like living shorelines, natural buffers made of mangroves, oyster reefs, and seagrasses that protect against erosion while enhancing biodiversity. Urban centers are adopting smart technologies to manage resources more efficiently, reduce waste, and ensure access to clean water and energy. These examples remind us that resilience is not just about survival, it is about thriving in the face of adversity. It is about turning challenges into opportunities, finding strength in unity, and building systems that are flexible, equitable, and enduring. Rekindling the human spirit. The movement to protect the Earth is not only about policy and science, it is about the human spirit. It is about reconnecting with the joy of living in harmony with nature, rediscovering the wonder of the natural world, and finding purpose in something greater than ourselves. This spirit can be nurtured in countless ways. Simple acts, like planting a tree, hiking through a forest, or watching a sunset, remind us of our connection to the planet. Community events, cleanups, conservation projects, and educational workshops bring people together, fostering a sense of belonging and shared purpose. Art, music, and storytelling capture the beauty and urgency of our mission, inspiring people to take action. When individuals feel empowered and inspired, they become agents of change. Their passion spreads to others, creating a ripple effect that amplifies the impact of their efforts. This is how movements grow, not through mandates, but through the collective power of people who believe in a better future. Global accountability. While individual and community actions are vital, systemic change requires accountability on a global scale. Governments must honor their commitments to reduce emissions, protect ecosystems, and transition to sustainable economies. International agreements, like the Paris Accord, must be strengthened and enforced, with clear timelines and measurable outcomes. Corporations, too, must be held accountable. Businesses have a profound impact on the planet, and their choices can either harm or heal. Transparency, ethical practices, and investments in sustainable technologies are not just good for the environment, they are essential for long-term success in a world that is increasingly demanding responsibility. Accountability also means ensuring that the transition to sustainability is fair and inclusive. The most vulnerable populations, those who have contributed least to environmental problems but suffer the most from their consequences, must be prioritized. Climate justice is not optional, it is a cornerstone of any meaningful solution. The infinite potential of the Earth. As we work toward a sustainable future, let us remember the boundless potential of the Earth itself. This planet has an extraordinary ability to heal and renew when given the chance. Forests can regrow, coral reefs can regenerate, and species can recover. With care and patience, ecosystems that seem lost can be restored. This resilience is a reminder of the partnership we share with the Earth. When we align our actions with the planet's natural rhythms, we amplify its ability to sustain life. By protecting and restoring ecosystems, we are not just safeguarding the environment, we are ensuring the health and well-being of all who depend on it, including ourselves. A legacy of hope. The legacy we leave behind will be defined by the choices we make today. Let it be a legacy of hope, a story of a generation that rose to the challenge and chose to act. Let it be a legacy of renewal, where humanity embraced its role as a caretaker of the planet. Let it be a legacy that future generations look upon with gratitude and pride. This legacy is not built on perfection but on perseverance. It is built on the understanding that every effort, no matter how small, contributes to a larger movement. It is built on the belief that together, we can create a future where humanity and nature thrive side by side. The journey continues. As we take these steps forward, let us remember that this journey is ongoing. Each generation will face its own challenges, but they will also inherit the tools, knowledge, and inspiration we provide. The story of Earth is not ours alone, it belongs to all who came before us and all who will come after. Let this understanding guide our actions. Let it remind us that we are part of something vast and extraordinary. Let it inspire us to protect, restore, and cherish the miracle of life on this planet. The Earth is calling, not with words but with the whispers of its winds, the songs of its birds, and the silent resilience of its forests and seas. It is calling us to care, to act, and to dream of a future where all life can flourish. Let us answer that call, with open hearts, determined minds, and unwavering resolve. Let us walk this path together, knowing that every step brings us closer to a brighter, more harmonious future. This is our story, our journey, and our chance to honor the incredible gift of this world. The time is now. Let us begin anew. A commitment to the future. As we look ahead, our commitment must be unwavering. The journey toward a thriving Earth will demand patience, persistence, and a willingness to adapt. It will require us to embrace a mindset of shared responsibility, where every action, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is recognized as part of a larger whole. The task may be monumental, but so too is the strength of our collective will. The role of future generations. The choices we make today will ripple across centuries, shaping the lives of those yet to come. Future generations will not only inherit the challenges we leave behind but also the solutions we create. By acting boldly now, we can equip them with the tools, knowledge, and resources to continue the work we have started. Imagine a child born decades from now, walking through a lush forest or swimming in a restored reef. They will breathe clean air, drink pure water, and marvel at the vibrant diversity of life around them. They will study this moment in history, learning about people who, in the face of overwhelming odds, chose to stand together and protect the earth. Let them see us not as the ones who faltered but as the ones who found courage, who understood the stakes, and who acted with wisdom and heart. Rewriting humanity's story. For much of history, humanity's narrative has been one of conquest over nature. We have celebrated progress without considering its cost, valuing growth over balance and exploitation over preservation. But now, at this pivotal moment, we have the chance to rewrite that story. Let us write a story where humanity becomes a force for regeneration, a species that enhances the earth rather than depleting it. Let us write a story where our cities become gardens, where our industries heal the planet, and where our economies prioritize the well-being of people and ecosystems alike. Let us write a story where the boundaries between human and natural worlds blur, creating a seamless coexistence that benefits all. This new story will not erase the mistakes of the past, but it will honor the lessons we have learned. It will reflect the resilience of the human spirit, our capacity for empathy, and our ability to create beauty even in the face of hardship. A new era of stewardship. Entering this new era means redefining what it means to lead, to innovate, and to succeed. Leadership will no longer be measured by power or wealth but by the ability to inspire and unite. Innovation will be guided by principles of sustainability and equity, ensuring that progress benefits all. Success will be seen not in the accumulation of resources but in the health of the planet and the happiness of its inhabitants. Stewardship will become the foundation of our society, shaping every aspect of how we live, work, and interact. This ethos will guide how we manage resources, how we build communities, and how we nurture the bonds between ourselves and the natural world. The role of unity and diversity. Our strength lies in our diversity, in the myriad perspectives, traditions, and solutions that emerge from different cultures and communities. Indigenous wisdom, which has long emphasized living in harmony with the earth, offers invaluable insights. Scientific breakthroughs provide tools and understanding to address challenges with precision and foresight. Grassroots movements bring passion and urgency, ensuring that no voice is left unheard. Together, these forces create a mosaic of solutions that reflect the complexity of the challenges we face. By embracing unity without sacrificing individuality, we can create a future that is both inclusive and innovative. Celebrating the journey. While the road ahead will not be easy, it is also filled with opportunities to celebrate. Each step forward is a victory, each restored habitat, each adopted sustainable practice, each community united in action. These moments remind us of the progress we are making and renew our commitment to the path we have chosen. Let us celebrate not only the destination but the journey itself. Let us find joy in the act of planting a tree, in the sight of a river running clean, in the knowledge that our efforts are making a difference. Let us honor the resilience of nature and the determination of humanity, knowing that together, we are capable of extraordinary things. The call to action, forever echoing. The Earth's call will continue to echo, reaching new ears and inspiring new hearts with each passing generation. It is a call that transcends time and borders, reminding us of our shared humanity and our place within the web of life. As we listen to this call, let us respond not with hesitation but with resolve. Let us act not from fear of loss but from love for what can be preserved and restored. Let us embrace this moment as a turning point, a chance to redefine what it means to be human. The beginning of a new chapter. This is not the end of the Earth's story, nor the conclusion of humanity's role within it. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one that we write together, with care, courage, and hope. It is a chapter that will inspire, challenge, and guide those who come after us, reminding them of the power of collective action and the enduring beauty of the planet we call home. Let us write this chapter with intention, knowing that every word matters. Let us fill its pages with stories of renewal, resilience, and redemption. Let us make it a testament to the best of who we are and the limitless potential of what we can become. The earth is waiting, its future unwritten. The pen is in our hands. Let us begin. The infinite responsibility of now. As we take up the pen to write this new chapter, we must acknowledge the profound weight of the moment. This is not just about the survival of humanity, it is about the survival of countless species, ecosystems, and the very essence of the Earth's diversity. It is a responsibility that transcends borders, generations, and individual lives, demanding a level of cooperation and vision rarely seen in human history. This responsibility begins with the realization that every choice matters. From the energy sources we prioritize to the way we grow our food, from the products we buy to the policies we support, each decision sends ripples through the intricate web of life. The collective power of these choices can be transformative, creating a groundswell of action that reshapes our world. The wisdom of the earth. In our quest to protect and restore the planet, we must also look to the wisdom of the earth itself. Nature has spent billions of years perfecting systems of balance and resilience. Forests regulate the climate, wetlands filter water, and coral reefs protect coastlines. These natural systems are not only beautiful, they are essential to life. By studying and emulating these systems, we can develop solutions that align with the Earth's rhythms. Biomimicry, the practice of designing technologies and structures inspired by nature, is already showing us what is possible. From energy-efficient buildings modeled after termite mounds to water-harvesting devices inspired by desert beetles, nature's genius offers a blueprint for sustainable living. A global movement. What began as a call to action for individuals and communities is growing into a global movement, a movement that spans continents and unites people from every walk of life. Activists, scientists, entrepreneurs, and everyday citizens are coming together to demand change and to create it. This movement is driven by the recognition that we are stronger together. It is a movement that understands the value of diversity, not just in ecosystems but in ideas, perspectives, and approaches. By listening to each other and learning from each other, we can build solutions that are both innovative and inclusive. A shared vision. At the heart of this movement is a shared vision of a better world. It is a world where the air is clean and the water is pure, where forests stretch endlessly and oceans teem with life. It is a world where every person has access to the resources they need to thrive and where every species has a place to call home. This vision is not a distant dream, it is a goal within our reach. Achieving it will require courage, creativity, and an unshakable belief in the possibility of change. It will require us to challenge outdated systems and embrace new ways of thinking. And it will require us to act, again and again, with determination and hope. The light of future generations. As we work toward this vision, let us hold in our minds the faces of future generations. Let us imagine the children who will walk through the forests we have restored, swim in the rivers we have cleaned, and gaze at the stars in skies free from pollution. Let us imagine their gratitude, not for the challenges we have left behind but for the solutions we have created. Let their voices guide us, reminding us that the work we do today is not just for ourselves but for those who will inherit the earth long after we are gone. Let their laughter and curiosity inspire us to protect the wonders of the natural world, ensuring that they too can experience its magic. The story we leave behind. The legacy we create will be written not only in history books but in the landscapes of the earth itself. It will be written in the health of the oceans, the vibrancy of the forests, and the resilience of the communities that call this planet home. It will be a story told not just by humanity but by every living thing that shares this world with us. Let this story be one of triumph, not over nature, but with it. Let it be a story of collaboration, compassion, and courage. Let it be a story that inspires generations to come, reminding them of what is possible when humanity chooses to rise above its challenges and embrace its potential. A promise to the earth. As we move forward, let us make a promise to honor the earth, to care for its people and its ecosystems, and to act with wisdom and humility. Let us promise to listen to the voices of the natural world, to learn from its rhythms, and to protect its wonders. This promise is not one we make lightly, nor one we can fulfill alone. It is a promise that requires the participation of every person, every community, and every nation. Together, we can honor this commitment, ensuring that the earth remains a place of beauty, abundance, and life. The time is now. The time to act is not tomorrow or someday, it is now. The choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. The steps we take now will determine the path that future generations walk. The time is now to create a world that reflects the best of who we are, a world of hope, harmony, and possibility. The earth is waiting, its story unfinished. Let us take up the pen and write a future that celebrates life in all its forms. Let us act with courage, dream with boldness, and work with determination. Together, let us answer the call of the earth and ensure that its story continues to inspire, to sustain, and to thrive. This is our moment. This is our chance. Let us rise to it. Let us begin anew. Conclusion, a legacy of hope. The story of Earth is vast, beautiful, and still unfolding. It is a story of resilience, a story of life, and now, a story of choice. As stewards of this remarkable planet, we stand at a crossroads, with the power to shape a future that honors the delicate balance of nature and secures the well-being of all who call Earth home. The challenges before us are immense, but so too is the opportunity they bring, to redefine our relationship with the planet and with each other, to replace exploitation with partnership, and to create a legacy of renewal and abundance. This is our moment to act, to transform fear into hope and vision into reality. Let us embrace this responsibility with courage and purpose, knowing that the actions we take today will ripple far beyond our own lifetimes. Let us dream boldly, plan wisely, and act with unwavering determination. For in our hands lies the power to preserve the beauty and vitality of the earth for generations to come. The Earth story is a gift, a testament to billions of years of evolution and the miracle of life itself. Let our chapter in this story be one of unity, compassion, and wisdom, a turning point where humanity chose to protect the only home it has ever known. Together, we can ensure that this story continues to inspire wonder, celebrate life, and shine as a beacon of hope in the vastness of the cosmos. The earth is calling, and the time to answer is now. Let us rise to this moment and write a future that generations will remember with gratitude and pride. This is our legacy. This is our promise. Let us begin.